have two problems here where we don't have all of the numbers we need. We have 3 letters in there, and over here we have 2 letters. And the book is asking us to solve for one of those letters. Well, we can't come up with W equals some number because we don't know what P and L are. So we're going to come up with an equation. Same thing over here. We can't come up with C equals some number because we don't know what F is. So we're going to have an equation. C equals an equation. So let's start with this one. The book shows you one way of doing it. There's more than one way to solve this problem. I'll let you read the way in the book from the book. I'm going to do it a different way. I'm going to use my distributive property, and I am going to factor out that 2. So now I have P equals 2 open parentheses L plus W close parentheses. Now I have my order of operations that I have to follow. I start with my add subtract. Nothing outside the parentheses to be added or subtracted. Multiply, divide. Outside of the parentheses I have this 2 that's being multiplied. So I need to divide that over to the other side. So now I have P over 2 equals L plus W. Solving for W. Is W 100% completely alone on its side of the equal sign? No. It still has this L in here. So I need to get rid of the L. It's being added. We're going to assume that it's a positive number, so we need to subtract L. What I do on one side of the equal sign, I do on the other. So I subtract L. Now I have P over 2 minus L equals W. Going to the other problem. I'm solving for C. Personally, I'm okay with fractions. Some of you aren't, so some of you want to follow the way that the book teaches you. I'm going to leave this as a fraction. And I'm going to straight out go for my order of operations. My C shows up only one time. I look for my add and subtract on this side of the equal sign. I see that I need to get rid of the 32. It's being added. I'm going to subtract it. What I do on one side of the equal sign, I do on the other. So now I have F minus 32 equals 9/5 C. My C is not yet completely alone. I need to get rid of the 9/5. One of the reasons that I'm okay with fractions is because I know how to get rid of this. I am going to multiply by the reciprocal. And I'm going to multiply everything on that side by that same reciprocal. So now I have 5/9 open parentheses F minus 32 close parentheses equals C. And that answer is done. So one of the problems that you might have with solving equations where you have more than one letter in them. First, what letter are you solving for? And why can't you just have a number? Can't have a number because we don't know what P is, we don't know what L is, so we can't reduce that into just one number. The other problem you're going to have with these is, what's the correct answer? The book is telling me that I should have P minus L, sorry, I should have P minus 2L all over 2 equals W. So it's saying P minus 2L all over 2 is W. But I got this answer, so which one is correct? Both are correct. Over here, the book is telling us that the correct answer is 5F, what is it, minus 180 all over 9 equals, sorry, that's not a 180, that's a 160. I thought it was wrong. 5F minus 160 all over 9 equals C. I didn't learn it this way. When I learned it back when I was in grade school and I was taking trips to Canada, I learned it like this. So for me, this one is easier to remember than this one. For you, that might be easier than that one. And that's all just a matter of perspective, and we each have our point of view, and as long as you're using one of the correct equations, you're fine.